Hey, gang, it's Alan. Is this thing on? It seems to be on, but of course, Facebook never shows it to me right away. I'm trying to share it out to the Big Orange Tarp page, but I guess it's going to take a minute to allow me to do that. I'm so glad you could be here. Did you get a chance to hear the Falcon Ridge broadcast today with Matt Nakoa and the most wanted people and all these wonderful folks? Really crushing, really, really excellent. So I hope that, oh, here it is. I hope you got a chance to hear that. And then, of course, the emerging artist yesterday. Um, and this has got to go to the Big Orange Tarp. Right there. Now, okay. And post. So let's start the festivities. Today, I sent out a call for people to participate, and I got this one back first, and I totally fell in love with it. He's a friend of mine from a long time. I'm sure you're going to love him too. Let's welcome Charlie Mosbrook.
Hi, my name's Charlie Mosbrook. I want to thank Alan for inviting me to be a part of this. I do look forward to joining you all at Falcon Ridge one day, but for now, this is where we're at. Together alone, connected by phones, we gather round tablets and hide in our homes. We've all been ordered to shelter in place, you and me quarantined with the whole human race. And the virus spread quickly through cruise ships and planes, and it's all just the hoax our leader complained. And the warnings were silenced, the response was delayed. Now he urgently moves to reassign blame. And we've all been ordered to shelter in place, you and me quarantined with the whole human race. And we search for new leaders in an unlikely face, you and me quarantined with the whole human race. President boasts of low gasoline prices, but it's not like we're burning much fuel. And he stands there before us, gaslighting the crisis. Can we all wash our hands of this fool? We've all been ordered to shelter in place, you and me quarantined with the whole human race. And we search for new leaders in an unlikely phase, you and me quarantined with the whole human race. And the people emerged a little too soon. The churches were packed, exhausted by Zoom. Some took to the streets, they were tear-gassed by goons, with the dead on the rise and their lives left in ruins. Uncertainty haunts us in this darkest hour. The economy is trashed, though we boast of its power. And I struggle to find light, as it seems we are doomed, when a small purple flower emerges in bloom. We've all been ordered to shelter in place, you and me quarantined with the whole human race. We search for new leaders in an unlikely phase. You and me quarantine with the whole human race. You and me quarantined with the whole human race. Thank you. We'll see you next summer.
It was Charlie. I want to mention our next performer, Lynn Miles, just came in #1 on the Euro Americana charts with her new record. This is Lynn Miles.
We will wax and wane just like the moon, and in the end will come too soon. The stories we keep in our souls are wild and true and sad and gold. Our songs will rise and fall and change their tunes. We will move just like the wind and tide. Our little boat will rock from side to side. Regrets will make their presence known and make us feel so all alone, and leave us with no place to put our pride. So the only thing that I can do is try not to fall apart on you, and hold on to your heart with all my might. We'll stop before we go too far, and when it's dark we'll look for stars to guide us home and get us through the night. And what will be, that's all I know. We're at the mercy of the undertow. Time will leave a scar for sure. Love will fade, there is no cure, and every blue will change to indigo. So the only thing that I can do is try not to fall apart on you, and hold on to your heart with all my might. We'll stop before we go too far, and when it's dark we'll look for stars to guide us home and get us through the night. And we will win, then lose, then win. Cover up, then slowly shed our skin. Arm our hearts, then drop our guard. All of this will be so hard. We think we're made of steel, we're made of tin. So the only thing that I can do is try not to fall apart on you, and hold on to your heart with all my might. We'll stop before we go too far, and when it's dark we'll look for stars to guide us home and get us through the night. We'll stop before we go too far, and when it's dark we'll look for stars to guide us home and get us through the night.
Dogs commence to howling, birds are hunkered down, the air is getting chilly, the lights come on in town, and everybody's asking, what on earth is going on? The moon swallowed the sun, there's trouble when the light is gone. Rooster starts to crowing, crickets chirping rhyme, spring peepers peeping, they've lost all sense of time. The great horned owl is hooting, the doe beds down with a fawn. The moon swallowed the sun, there's trouble when the light is gone. You don't believe in people and you don't believe in love. You don't believe in science or the telltale sign above. You prayed for something different and it finally came along. And now you're cursing in the dark and wondering where the light is gone. I've seen the great aurora and the endless Milky Way. I felt the earth tremble and I've seen the buildings sway. But nothing can be stranger than the moon crossing over the sun. And a world that's growing dark is trouble when the light is gone. You don't believe in people and you don't believe in love. You don't believe in science or the telltale sign above. You prayed for something different and he finally came along. And now you're cursing in the dark and wondering where the light is gone. You're cursing in the dark, wondering where the light has gone. That's a brand new song. Thank you all.
I had a dream, I flew like a bird to the top of the mountain, and there you were, bathed in the shadows, alone in the dark, with a lock and chain around your bulletproof heart. Minute by minute, time after time, body to body, crossing over the line, wrapped in each other, a shower of sparks began to melt the ice away from your bulletproof heart. Somebody tell me please, are we really here? I opened my eyes and you disappeared, and all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put the genie back in the bottle again. Now I try to remember, to try to forget the way you felt that night, but it ain't happened yet. One perfect kiss blew the shackles apart that keep you locked inside your bulletproof heart. Won't somebody please tell me, please, what's happening here? The image is hazy, but the memory's so clear. And all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put the genie back in the bottle again. So where are the fault lines? How deep are the ties? And can I ever touch the fire I see in your eyes? We can come together, or we'll come apart. But I cannot come away from your bulletproof heart. Your bulletproof heart. Too hard to imagine and too late to pretend that all the things we said and did won't happen again. So how do we finish? Where do we start? To break down the walls around your bulletproof heart. Your bulletproof heart.
Thank you.
The song I wrote about when feelings of anxiety and worry come over you, and trusting that if you just keep going and you persevere and you breathe through it, that you'll make it to the other side, and just having faith. So I hope you enjoy. This is Oak and Iron. Won't you walk with me upon the deck? Come see how it holds beneath our weight. Oak and iron form a bond that only savage seas can break. And we are carried upon the waves. Lay your worry down, my love. Oh, the ship won't hit those rocks tonight. See the golden moon, it shines so bright, and we can safely find our way. Do not be afraid, my love, of the dark waters down below. They hold secrets we can never know, not even by the light of day.
keep a clear eye on the horizon for the first sign of the shore. And when we have crossed this vast blue basin, then we will journey on some more. Lay your worry down, my love. Oh, the ship won't hit those rocks tonight. See the golden moon, it shines so bright, and we can safely find our way. Do not be afraid, my love, of the dark waters down below. They hold secrets we can never know, not even by the light of day, not even by the light of day. Lay your worry down, my love. Oh, the ship won't hit those rocks, my love. And we will safely find our way. Yes, we will safely find our way. Lay your worry down, my love. Lay your worry down, my love.
All is quiet on the water, and the wind across the sand. It whispers through our quarters that the morning's close at hand. Our love's in perfect order as we fold our sails and sleep. But the moon is falling starboard, and we have promises to keep. We rest here while we can, but we hear the ocean calling in our dreams, and we know by the morning wind will fill our sails to test the seams, and a calm is on the water, and part of us would linger by the shore, for ships are safe in the harbor, but that's not what ships are for. Head for open water, set a course for distant land, and out here there are no borders, and the truth is in the chance. We fill our sails with purpose, find direction in the stars. We pray the dark and deep won't hurt us, and sail with open arms. We rest here while we can, but we hear the ocean calling in our dreams, and we know by the morning wind will fill our sails to test the seas. And a calm is on the water, and part of us would linger by the shore. The ships are safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for.
Hi, this is Bob Bennett. Although the details in the stories might differ a lot from person to person, almost everybody has a particular person with a very specific name that they can recall. And this is the person that ushered us in from the innocence and kind of cluelessness of childhood to the wonderful world of romantic feeling. When we first got that glimpse, even if we didn't have words to talk about it, that glimpse into, oh, this love, this must be what the grown-ups are talking about. So, the song that I wrote to commemorate that for me is a song called The Whole Life of My Heart. She's out there in the world somewhere, still alive and well. She's happy from a distance now, as far as I can tell. Nobody ever taught me, my parents or my teachers, how to behave or what to say to these alien creatures. At the start of one summer, it was all pigtails and cooties. But when the fall was new, they turned into a classroom full of beauties. Chased across the schoolyard, laughing as they scattered. I lost my mind when I came to find that only one girl mattered. Back before the heartaches and the sorrows, and all my mistakes spilled into my tomorrows. Oh, I know I can never go back to where I used to be, when the whole life of my heart was in front of me. A heart-shaped box of candy, Mom drove me to the store, bought with my allowance to deliver to her door. Her mother smiled and took it, come in a while and stay. When nothing said, I shook my head and turned to run away. Back before the heartaches and the sorrows, and all my mistakes spilled into my tomorrows. Oh, I know I can never go back to who I used to be, when the whole life of my heart was in front of me. Hidden under my pillow, a transistor radio, teaching me a language I did not know. Songs painting pictures I thought only I could see, when the whole life of my heart was in front of me. The woman who sleeps next to me, she's vowed to be my wife, and she says she'll stay every night and day for the rest of my natural life. But she only knows this wounded soul. If only she could see that kid with my name, when we were one and the same, and the whole life of my heart was in front of me. The whole life of my heart was still in front of me. The life of my heart.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Up in the morning, work like a dog. It's better than sitting like a bump on a log. Mind all your manners, be quiet as a mouse. One day you'll own a home that's as big as a house. I know a fella, he eats like a horse, knocks his old balls round his old golf course. You ought to see his wife, she's a sweet little dish. She smokes like a chimney and she drinks like a fish. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Now Elvis had a woman with a head like a rock. I wish I had a man that would make my knees knock. He'd sing like an angel and he'd eat like a bird. And if I wrote a song, he'd know every single word. I'd kiss a little baby and give the world a smile. And if you take an inch, give him back a mile. If you lie like a rug and you don't give a damn, you're never gonna be as happy as a clam. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. So I'm sitting in a hotel, trying to write a song. My head is just as empty as the day is long. Why, it's clear as a bell, I should have gone to school. I'd be wise as an owl instead of stubborn as a mule. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big
Oh man, she's so good.
This is a cautionary tale, and it's based on true events. Yes, and it's an election year, so I think it's quite relevant. Dear Otto, I am worried. Last night I saw the man who's been causing such a big commotion. And Otto, it was frightening how the crowd was driven mad, so affected by his voice, his motion. Dear Aaron, you're a statesman, I'm surprised by what you think. That man incites a beer hall mob who've had too much to drink. The times are hard, he has their ear, but in a year they'll ask themselves, who was he? Trust me, Aaron, trust me. Dear Otto, it's astounding how he's gone from rabble-rousing to the courting of the local gentry. And Otto, he accuses me and all the sons of Zion for the troubles that besiege our country. Dear Aaron, this is politics, you've heard it all before. And your people are the scapegoat that he's been looking for. Let him point his angry finger, any sane man knows you've been accused unjustly. Trust me, Aaron, trust me. Dear Otto, they salute him like the Romans hail their Caesar, and he fills their hearts with fear and hatred. Last night they broke my window and scrawled upon my wall a blood-red Star of David. Dear Aaron, he's a criminal, we'll handle him in time. Though perhaps for now it might be best that you resign. But there are those of us who'll speak out, and sure enough we'll stop him as he must be. Trust me, Aaron, trust me. Trust me.
And here comes your favorite song of the night.
This is not a cautionary tale, and it's not based on true events. It takes place in Brooklyn, but and there is a place called Brooklyn, but it's I just kind of made it up. It's not. It's a story. It's a fable. It's a tale. It's a lie. It's this. In that summer I was working at the Brooklyn Zoo. Each and every evening when my work was through, I would grab a chair and I would sit with Hannibal. From tusk to tail, I love that animal. Hannibal, an elephant, was slow with age. 67 years ago, born in his cage. His time was near, and the cage was all he'd ever known. I had the keys, so I let him go. I told myself I didn't need to think this through, 'cause he'd had all those years to think what he would do. He did this little dance, then he raised his trunk to catch the wind. He caught the salt sea air, and off we went. I'd heard about a sacred place in Africa where elephants will gather when their time has come. 1,000,000 years of instinct that no bars could hold. If I get him to the ocean, he might make it home. By the time we'd hit the streets, it looked like all of Brooklyn knew. 1,000 people joined us, we had work to do. Holding back the cars, we were clearing out a road for him. Someone started singing, and we all joined in. And we sang, "There goes Hannibal, he's going home. There goes Hannibal, he's going home." Policeman in a chopper watching from above saw Hannibal was shooted by a wall of love. And so they led the way, shined a bright light down from where they flew. What a dazzling procession down Ocean Avenue. And we sang, "There goes Hannibal, he's going home. There goes Hannibal, he's going home." The sun broke the horizon as we made the shore. The big guy did that little dance to our applause. Then he raised his head and faced the ocean's majesty. He took a mammoth breath and marched into the sea. The question, would he make it, was anybody's guess. But 1,000 thumping hearts beat out a loud, resounding yes. And each year folks return to remember something wonderful and sing a song to Hannibal. There goes Hannibal, he's going home. There goes Hannibal, he's going home.
Hey, Botniks, thanks so much for listening, for watching, and thank you, Alan, for putting this whole thing together and allowing us to have some sense of community. Well, great. All right, everybody, stay healthy, stay home, stay happy. Later.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You've got that look in your eyes, like all your time and luck is finally run out. Said best in 100-second tries. Baby, I know what you're talking about. The night will fall and a heart will call, and I will hold you close and make you feel alive again. I'll make you feel alive again. Gonna leave behind this world and then come redemption, I'll say. Gonna feel alive again. Sometimes the heart makes the slightest mistake, and the walls seem to come tumbling down. How much time, how long will it take for your love out of the lost and found? But these hearts are on loan, there's nobody home. Take my hand in your seat and make you feel alive again. Well, I'll make you feel alive again. Gonna leave behind this world and then come redemption, no sin. Yeah, yeah. Gonna feel alive again. Don't worry about the sunrise, baby. Yeah, don't worry about the past. Close your eyes and maybe, just maybe, this night and this fire and this passion will last. Oh, these nights in July, oh, how they fly, just passing time. But baby, there's no need to cry, 'cause this love is yours, this love is mine. Surrender your will, time will stand still. I'm gonna make you mine and make you feel alive again. I'll make you feel alive again. Gonna leave behind this world and then come redemption, no sin. Yeah, yeah. Gonna feel alive again.
Two, three, four.
I cried on Lana's shoulders. Stay quiet when I could have been bolder. I've been running scared most of the time. I hear from the spotlight, chose clouds over sunlight. It turns out the rain ain't really been a friend of mine. I'm calling on the winds of change, 'cause it's time to rearrange things and wipe a slate clean. Yeah, wipe a slate clean. Life grows when I feel restless. Held my breath till I feel breathless. I buried myself in a lifetime of sand.
precious day. Seeing wrong and look the other way. Not sure when things got so out of hand. I'm calling on the wind to change, 'cause it's time to rearrange things and wipe a slate clean. Yeah, wipe a slate clean. I've thrown a fortune down a wishing well, rode my life straight to the gates of hell. Watch the tide as he tried and tried to catch a moon. I've been wrong more than I've been right. I even waited for Godot all night. I kept hoping he might get it soon. I'm calling on the wind to change, 'cause it's time to rearrange things and wipe a slate clean. Yeah, I'm calling on the wind to change, 'cause it's time to rearrange things and wipe a slate clean. Yeah, wipe a slate clean.
Hey, Big Orange Tarp, how you doing? I had such a good time hanging out there last year at Falcon Ridge, and was stoked to be asked by Alan to send in a little video submission. So enjoyed playing with the house band there last year. I'm gonna get my house band up in a minute, but I'll play you one by myself first. Going through old boxes, getting rid of things, feels kinda like a part of you dying. Found an old journal where I'd written my dreams, and suddenly I don't know why I'm crying. And I'm wondering if I'm anything like that bright-eyed boy had in mind, and what to keep and what to leave behind. Everything just blows by in the open air, forever young, living for the chase. But life sat me down for a long, hard stare at what had me running in the first place. And the parts of me I refuse to see, for fear of just what I might find, of what to keep and what to leave behind. I dreamed I built a raft to cross a river, and it took me over to the other shore. But then I got
So I dragged it on across the burning desert, where the wind-blown sand made me blind. And as I fell to my knees, I still couldn't see what to keep and what to leave behind. Everywhere they're taking down old statues, calling out the shadows of our past. The men we called heroes, the vice we call virtue, the ways that served us once but just can't last. And it can break a heart to tear apart what's been so long and closely intertwined, as what to keep and what to leave behind. Going through old boxes, getting rid of things. Well, I'm gonna invite the house band. I think they're outside. Oh man. Oh, your timing is impeccable, house band. Wow.
Well, can we box? We could let box in, maybe.
Yeah, sure, come on in.
Perfect
Foxy.
timing. I just finished doing something else.
So, this is my quarantine. These are the people I'm lucky to be stuck with here during this pandemic. This is Elliot Thomas.
Hello.
An amazing solo artist in his own right, and also just the craziest accompanist. He can play almost everything. I think just about everything.
Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of things I haven't tried, so I don't even know.
Did you try that Ngoni? Did you try that the other day?
I tried it, but I was far from working it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. How about the tabla? Did you sit on that? No.
No, I never got the chance to.
Why am I mentioning things he doesn't play?
Yeah,
he plays.
I mean, CD list is there's an extensive list of things that I could never accompany you on.
And this here is the love of my life and my personal hero, Pamela May.
Hello.
Shiro, I should say. Personal Shiro.
Can I?
Oh, you sure can. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that last tune I played is off this new record that I'm coming out with. This is just the rough draft version that was sent to me by the printers. It's a bit ridiculous, I gotta admit. It runs to 240 pages. Some stories, some personal stuff, some political stuff, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm waiting for delivery. Oh yeah, there is a CD in the back as well. I'm waiting for delivery. They're gonna come maybe a week's time. It's called Tangle of Souls. That last tune is off it, and we'll play you another from that. I've been looking all over for the heart of this land. It's all the same from the highway, paranoid and bland. But I found a string of outposts, dug in deep behind the lines. It's getting harder to hold hope, but that's where I'm keeping mine. And it's scary breaking cover, it's heartbreaking ground, and it's the nail that sticks up that gets knocked down. Oh, and every bit of brilliance in all that a way to twist it and try to sell it back to you. Considering your options, you can play it smart, or you can let love have its way with your heart. You might think that it's hopeless before you even start. Let love have its way with your heart. See, I'm just like the system, stubborn and scared of change. In the throes of addiction, turning hungry-eyed and strange. And the more I see it in myself, the more I kick and shout. Like we hate the infidel, 'cause he shows us our own doubt. And you can point fingers, deny in part, or you can let love have its way with your heart. You might think that it's hopeless before you even start. Let love have its way with your heart. Oh, let love have its way with your heart. Love's talking through the mothers and singing through the earth. When we've dug the last dollar, we'll see what it's worth. And this is coming down hard, friends, not if but when. And just as cruel as we are now, we could be crueler then. And you can shore up the walls, keep the world apart, or you can let love have its way with your heart. You might think that it's hopeless before you even start. Let love have its way with your heart. Oh, let love have its way with your heart. Nice work, Adorables.
Nice song.
Wow.
Adorable Scott.
Cool. All right, we'll play you one more. Thanks again for the invitation, Alan. We'll do Pass It Along. And thank you again for everybody for the warm welcome at Falcon Ridge last year. I had such a good time. Got to hear some great music and made some friends and just felt so incredibly well received. It's a shame that I won't be coming down this year. I won't be back in the United States for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. I had some dates in October, but I think I'll be letting go of those as well. But I do hope to come down and see you next summer. In the meantime, if you want to follow me online, we've been doing some concerts from our home. We'll probably get around to more of those in the fall. And of course, you can get yourself a copy of the new record if you like. Just go to scottcooke.net, and it's right there in the top right corner. It says "Get the New Album." And I know that I can't hear you applaud, but one more time, please, Elliot Thomas. And one more time for Pamela May.
It's gonna cook.
Oh, you don't have to. Oh.
No, wait, it's not cook. I like it.
This guitar came from a timber, from the body of a tree, through the workshop of a luthier. Now it's on loan to me, and it's good company after dinner. And it fits my hands just fine, but someday another singer with a pair of hands like mine will coax out songs much prettier, still hiding in its strings, and sing stronger, braver words than I could ever sing. And folks are gonna love it, of this I'm almost sure, so I'll take good care of it, 'cause I'm borrowing it from her. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. And I still love my country. Sometimes it's hard to recognize it, but I count myself lucky to have been born inside it. And I'm grateful for the rights others struggled hard to win. You can be sure I'm gonna fight when they try and take them back again. Oh, and everywhere are teachers, though some fell along the way. The words they said still reach us, just like you're teaching me here today. And you may not speak it loud, but it's clear in what you do. And I hope to make you proud, 'cause I borrowed it from you. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. We've all pushed this thing along. We've all been guided by our fear. But the river sings a song we've gotta be quieter to hear. It's in every child's face, new and hopeful as a stem. Best be gentle with this place, 'cause we're borrowing it from them. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along, pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. Thanks, Adorables. Thanks, Falcon Ridge. Take good care. Don't get lost on the way back to your tent.
There's a sharp-looking man with a farmer's tan and my baby buck. Shoulders back, he leaned against a broken world. He had a head of curls like his baby girl and a devilish grin. He was a tender-hearted trickster, and I'm a lot like him. And my father loved me when he was certain he would fail. So when the world has been unkind and doubts weigh on my mind, I try and love myself the way my father loved me. You won't say it out loud, you're far too proud, but it's plain to see how his demons follow you just like they follow me. Between the three of us, there's a lot of him. We got the good and bad, a steady hand and a habit of getting oh so sad. But our Father loved us when he could not love himself. He put his faith in us when he was certain he would fail. So when the world has been unkind and doubts weigh on your mind, try and love yourself the way our Father loved us. Like licorice and tobacco, spearmint gum, when the worry's coming for you, you better run, run, run. Well, there's a ghost of a man at the back of every hall that I sing, and he's a braggart. He claims his daughter could do anything. I wanna be just like him, nothing like him at the very same time. And my father loved me when he could not love himself. How he believed in me when he was certain he would fail. So when the world has been unkind and darkness weighs upon my mind, I try and love myself the way my father loved me.
Oh my God, she rings me like a bell. I tell you. I want to explain the next thing here a little bit. I don't know if you guys have met Amanda Pascali yet. Amanda is from Texas now. She grew up in New York City, and she does a thing she calls new immigrant, or maybe it's American immigrant folk music. She's tied up with Noel Stuckey's thing, Music to Life. She's got a program where she teaches English to non-English speakers through songs, and she sent me one of the songs she uses with the subtitles, but the subtitles are being suppressed by my software here. So you won't get the full impact of what she does, but check her out. She's wonderful. She's a great singer, great writer, and a great humanitarian, and a geologist. So this is Amanda Pascali.
Being a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll, a little bit European, a little bit American. You are an American.
Yes.
You were born here, born in New York, the world's city, if you will.
Yeah.
But you've been in Houston much of your life. You're a first generation American. Tell us that. Tell us the story of what you were just singing about and your family's history and how you get a song like Uccellino out of it.
So, my parents, both of them are immigrants, and the music that I make, I call it immigrant American folk music because it's not authentic Italian music, it's not authentic Eastern European music, but it's authentic immigrant music, and that it's a little bit of everything, and it's authentically from somewhere else, no matter where you are. So I find it funny that when I'm here in the United States, every time I introduce myself to someone and they ask me where I'm from, I tell them I'm from New York. In reality, I'm from Houston. I feel like I'm more from Houston than I am from New York. But then the immediate question after that is, no, I mean really, like where are you really from? And that always happens to me here, and I find it funny because whenever I go to Europe, like for example, I was in Europe just recently, where I was speaking to someone and they said, your accent is so American. I love how American you sound. You're so American. And in Texas, do they have cowboys and do they have country music? And for them, I am America, but when I'm here, I am anything but.
If I were the moon, I'd tug at the sea to draw the land piece by piece closer to me, closer to me, closer to me. The land of the free lies just over the sea, closer to me. All I could be if I could survive in the land of the free. If I were a painter, I'd paint me a sidewalk, paint me a skywalk, paint me a path with bright yellow white, bright burning light to lead us the way out of aching at last. Dee 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 dee, over the sea, the land of the free lies just over the sea, over the sea, over the sea, the land of a blissful liberty. Dear sister of mine, it feels like 1,000,000 years of time, just until we reach the island's teeming shores, where the ever-sparkling seas begin to shine. Dear brother of mine, I know that land someday we'll finally find. And the sun is a radiant green, white, and red like the blood that through water of kyanite shed, and the salt-covered dreams now buried before the land and the moment that I waited for. Lie, 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 over the sky, the land of the free lies just over the sky, over the sky, over the sky. We do what we must do so we can survive. Over the sky, over the sky, the land of the free lies just over the sky, over the sky, over the sky. I loved you long after I left you behind.
Nash, and I'm going to play a couple songs for you. Thanks for having the opportunity, Alan. This is my song Come Home, which is now a Kerrville anthem. Used to be my Christmas song for the family, but I actually wrote 2 versions of it, and this one is to dedicate to my favorite festival in the world, the Kerrville Folk Festival. And it goes like this. The wind is whispering and the sky is clear. Stars are littering the ground. Friends and neighbors, they're all gathered here. Look at all the love we found. These are times that make our lives worthwhile, spreading love and wishing peace, from hopes and dreams of what our loved ones seek, hoping all their dreams will keep. Come home to a fire that's always warm. Come home to shelter from the storm. Come home to hugs and kisses sweet. Come home to this place of love we meet. Missing friends of ours who are not here. Some have passed and some have gone. Wishing one more chance to whisper love, one more chance to sing this song. Memories have a way of circling you, reminding of good times long past, feeling love and kindness here and now, trying to make these feelings last. Come home to a fire that's always warm. Come home to shelter from the storm. Come home to smiling faces sweet. Come home to this place of love we meet. Come home to a love that's all around. Come home to a place of higher ground. Come home to smiling faces sweet. Come home to this place of love we meet. The wind is whispering and the sky is clear. Stars are littering the ground. Friends and neighbors, you're all gathered here. Look at all the love we found. We all know we're homeward bound. This is I wrote a 40s torch song a few years ago. The name of it is When I Was in Love, and I wrote it when I was in my 40s. So, love's a funny thing. Sometimes you have it and ignore it. At times it's not around when you need it. But love's memory never leaves you. when I was in love. The sun was ever brighter when I was in love. Skies were always clear when I was in love. Everything seemed better. Now all I think about is when I was in love. When I was in love. Every night was starry when I was in love. The moon was always full when I was in love. Life was just a playground. Now all I think about when I was in love. Love gets harder as I get older. So easy to be set in my ways, but I've got a heart that's brimming over. Waiting for the one to open the floodgates. I want to be in love, not for just a moment. I hope to be in love more than for all time. I long to be in love with someone who will love me. Now all I think about is when will it be love? All I think about is when I was in love. Thank you.
There's a new ride at the World's Fair this year. We are waiting in a line, it seems at least a mile long. I've never faced this kind of fear, and the brutal heat is nothing next to what's to come. Nervously I start to bounce in place, hear the music rising up from the bandstand below. The crowd's moving at a snail's pace, and my heart races faster as we near the loading zone. We climb inside above the throne. I want to prove that I belong. Should be the time of my life. The attendant warns us, keep our hands and feet inside. I want off this ride. I want off this ride. From the moment that it starts to climb, I wrap my arms around the cold metal bar. The speed is faster than I bargained for. And the crowd falls away beneath our catapulting car. We're climbing high above the throne. Want to prove that I belong. But Earth's horizon's in my gaze, and it's much too much disorienting outer space. And I'm on off this ride. I want off this ride. Now we're up and airborne, crashing down the other side. I want off this ride. Unprecedented, unrelenting. Why, oh, why do we need to feel like we might die? Yeah, yeah. Ooh, I want off this ride. 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 And look up and see I'm down. This single thought suddenly occurs to me. Some people's lives are like this, round and round. A jolting ride, it's not for fun or for free.
So I wrote this song about 12 years ago now, dedicated to a man named Sean Bell, who was killed by undercover police officers in Queens, New York City. And it seemed rather topical, all of a sudden, all over again. So I decided to play it for you now. Obviously dedicate this to George Floyd and all the others whose names are too numerous. Always too numerous. This is called 50 Shots. Juanita's place on Jamaica Avenue, where the dealers count their rounds. Jimmy and his homeboys were drinking at the bar as his wedding day began. On stage the topless girls were dancing in the lights, and Coke was changing hands. Jimmy liked an answer too, but he never packed a gun. 50 shots will kill a man. You'll hear the sirens, I never will forget the screams, and I see the blood in all my dreams. I used to be afraid of gunfire, I'm getting used to it now. 50 shots can kill a man. Ask the cops in Queens to show you how. undercover heat had been staking out the club, working hard to make their score. They put the mark on Jimmy, 'cause they didn't like his face, and they tailed him out the door. The cop's nervous, he thinks maybe Jimmy was carrying a piece, and he yells, show me your hand. But Jimmy makes a sudden move, the cop reacts too fast. 50 shots had killed a man. There were flowers on the altar table, and Jimmy's bride-to-be was waiting at the church with all her family. But she's put away the ring he bought her, she won't be wearing it now. 50 shots can kill a man. Ask the cops in Queens to show you how. Found the officers had fired in self-defense, and they let them all walk free. But this story isn't over yet, and blood will have blood, as anyone with eyes can see. So now I'm loading up, I'm gonna even up the score, and I'll end what they began. And I'll take those mothers with me if I get blown away. 50 shots will kill a man. I wanna see the morning sunrise coming over the hill, but you know I never will. I used to be afraid of gunfire, I'm getting used to it now. 50 shots can kill a man. Ask the cops in Queens to show you 50 shots can kill a man. Ask the cops in Queens, they'll show you how.
Hi.
Hi.
We are Jager and Reed, Jude Jager, Bob Reed. And we're happy to be here in the Big Orange Tarp. It travels, that tarp, and it covers a whole lot of territory, that tarp.
It's true.
It stretches, which, good healthy things are able to stretch. Go places they couldn't go before. Here's a song that stretched us a little bit. Kind of watching the things that people were doing out there in the streets, all over the world. Thought we'd write a song about it.
Paper bag is blowing down the sidewalk. The smell of tires, the smell of something worse. Somewhere someone's crying, somebody's laughing. Hear a scream, I hear somebody curse. People walking by, people looking, people asking what is going on. Someone kicks a beer can at a storefront. I hear a voice that tells them move along. The more things don't change, the more they stay the same. I'm just another piece in a brutal game. Lying here, no one knows my name, but mama, I can't breathe. Try to bend my leg, but nothing's happening. Try to raise my head, but I can't move. Feel like I am drowning on the pavement. Somebody's winning, I am gonna lose. The more things don't change, the more they stay the same. I'm just another piece in a brutal game. Lying here, no one knows my name. But mama, I can't breathe. Mama, I can't breathe. Mama, I can't breathe.
Okay. That's our most recent song.
Fresh off the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Take it with you.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting us to come under the big orange tarp. Thanks, Alan. Bye.
Bye.
Some people die for honor. Some people die for love. Some people die while singing to the heavens above. Some people die believing in the cross on Calvary. Some people die the blink of an eye for a $20 bill. Some people go out in glory, yeah, with the wind at their back. Some get to tell their own story, write their own epitaph. Sometimes you see it coming, sometimes you don't know until you run out of breath with a knee on your neck. $20 bill. Oh, brother, I never knew you. And now I never will. Make this promise to you. I'll remember still. So now, let this be our communion. It's time to break the bread. Do this in remembrance, just like the good book said. Sometimes the wine is a sacrament. Sometimes the blood is just thin. Sometimes the law is the devil's last straw. The future unfulfilled. Like the dream they killed. For a $20 pill. Rest in peace, rest in power. Well, today's our day to walk down the aisle with a tearful eye and a joyful smile. Gonna put this ring upon your hand so I can put you on my insurance plan. And our long engagement has amused our friends and annoyed our families. Still it had to end, so we called the preacher to save the day. Then we called the office to change the copay on the insurance plan. Insurance plan. Make a husband and a wife out of a woman and a man. You won't need to check your checkbook when you schedule your exam. Once I put you on my insurance plan. 'Cause nothing in the world can make a love more indestructible than a policy with dental and a reasonable deductible insurance plan. Insurance plan. Make a husband and a wife out of a woman and a man. And when you want to start a family, call the OBGYN and have her send the tab to my insurance plan.
Hey folks. Hey Alan and Big Orange Tarp, thanks for having me. It's 100 degrees here in North Carolina. But I'm happy to be here and I hope you guys are doing okay. And I've got a couple of new songs for you. First one is one that I recorded with Neilson Hubbard a while back. Actually wrote it at Surfa. Oh, by the way, I'm Rod Abernethy. As I drive into tomorrow and the miles keep flying by, with the stars above to guide me in this West Virginia sky. Your love is like a beacon always guiding me back home. Like a wheel, my mind keeps turning on this winding blacktop home. Yeah, yeah. Just around the corner, just around the bend, just around the corner, I'll be holding you again. I'll be holding you again. The minutes turn to hours, the hours turn to days. The journey home gets longer every time I go away. I watch the late night moon falling from the skies. Soon I'll be walking through your front door, falling deep into your eyes. Yeah, yeah. Just around the corner, just around the bend, just around the corner, I'll be holding you again. I'll be holding you again. Drifting through the headlights, the valley's coming into view. The early morning clouds with the sunrise peeking through. Tired of living through this windshield, wondering what new town I'm in. Soon I'll be wrapped up in your arms, your face next to mine again. Yeah, yeah. Just around the corner, just around the bend. Just around the corner, I'll be holding you again. Just around the corner, oh, just around the bend. Just around the corner, I'll be holding you again. I'll be holding you again. Yeah, yeah. Just around the corner. And we've got a thunderstorm going on. Isn't that appropriate? So I have another new song that I recorded with Neilson Hubbard. And it's off the album Normal Isn't Normal Anymore, and that's going to come out in a couple of months. And this is called Another Year. Jane walks through the big city all alone in a cardboard box and a blanket she calls home. Too hungry and too tired for tears. She begs to make it through another year. Joe signed up to fight the war overseas. They handed him a gun, said, now go fight for peace. He wakes up every night sweating in fear, in a wheelchair that helps him make it through another year. Every face is a mirror, every face has a name. In the streets we may look different, but alone we're all the same. Mary's husband John is barely hanging on. At the end of his rope, their life savings almost gone. The treatments that he needs are at a cost so dear. She keeps trying to help him make it through another year. Diego tries to swim the river wide, never knowing if he'll make it to the other side. The voice of freedom keeps ringing in his ear, with the hopes his family can make it through another year. Every face is a mirror, every face has a name. On the streets we may look different, but alone we all look the same. I get in such a hurry, sometimes I lose my way. So many people come and go, and the years fade away. But in my life there's one thing that remains clear. Don't wanna face this world alone through another year. Every face is a mirror, every face has a name. On the streets we may look different, but alone we're all the same. Another year, together we just might make it through another year. Another year, and we will make it. Guys, take care, and Alan, thanks for having me, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.
Hi, Alan, and everybody watching. I know you've probably been listening to a lot of folk music for many hours, So I thought I would change it up. I mean, maybe this is a folk song. I don't know. But my name's Shanna in a dress. And I am going to play you the song that I wrote my first year of college with my best friend. And after 10 more years of writing, this is everyone in my family's favorite song that I've ever written, which maybe tells you something about my family. Some are big and some are small, it doesn't matter, we love them all. Boys want to touch your tits, girls get mad and throw a fit, gain some weight and grow your own. So let's get down to the nitty gritty, go ahead and grab a titty, cause this is the booby song. The booby song, the booby song. Grab your boobies and sing along. The booby song, the booby song. Grab your boobies and sing along. Yeah, they're jiggly and they're funny and they'll make you lots of money if you're not wearing anything to cover them. I want to do the cha-cha when I show off my tatas, and I can't wait for someone to discover them. When I was a child, I would watch Girls Gone Wild, and I wanted a nice pair of my own. I thought it was needed for boys to like my cleavage, cause my brother looked at boobies when he thought he was alone. The booby song, the booby song. Grab your boobies and sing along. If we were all around a campfire, we would all be singing along to this chorus by now. Yeah, just keep on singing in tune while we fondle our bazooms. The fun we have with them, there's just no telling. Yeah, bounce around and have some fun. Share booby love with everyone, and maybe I'll let you squeeze my melons. Soon they'll be all big and saggy, just like my mom's best friend Maggie. So get a push-up, brother. One great bye. And if you think you can keep it, I'll tell you Victoria's Secret. Surgery's the only way to keep them high. The booby song, the booby song. Grab your boobies and sing along. The booby song, the booby song. Grab your boobies and sing along. Ready for the rap? There's knockers and there's jugglies and there's hooters and bazooms and fun bags, lady lumps and headlights and balloons. There's my bosom, don't abuse them, shoulder boulders and my breasticles. And if I'm in a good mood, I'll let you touch my chesticles. And when it gets all late at night, I get in my pajamas and I take off my t-shirt and I let my mama jammas go free boobin'. It's so dandy, just like chocolate covered candy. I'll go tell that Willy Wonka to invent some new bazonkas. The booby song, the booby song. Grab your boobies and sing along. Boobies, boobies. That is the booby song. I wrote that with my bestie, Rachael Cave. Now I'm going to play you guys this one. It was really cool to be a part of Falcon Ridge Virtual Fest this year. I was honored to be selected in the Grassy Hill Emerging Artist Showcase, and this is one of the songs I played at it, and Alan requested it, and since Alan is hosting this fine campfire, I am happy to oblige. But anyway, let's be friends. My name's Shanna in a dress, or Shanna whore, whatever you want to call me. I answer to both. But the song is serious, so let's get into serious mode. I remember being sick, just a little kid. A thermometer in my mouth. You said you'd better stay home, so I did. And we watched Wizard of Oz. You told me stories because you said when the going gets tough, the best medicine is pure love. The last decade, we've been losing losing you. Doctors told me there's nothing I could do. I know it's just some changes in your brain, but I wonder, are you in there somewhere? I keep thinking one of these days you're gonna wake up and laugh, throw back your head and say, how weird was that? Are you in there somewhere? 'Cause I keep saying to myself, you're still somewhere in that shell, you're just stuck inside, don't know how to tell me. I remember the day you didn't remember my name. I tried to touch you and you'd move away. I'd fight back the tears and the urge to curse. Think, what am I doing here with some woman with a face like yours? These years of losing you, oh, there's nothing I could do. I could read to you, I could read to some woman with a face like yours. Are you in there somewhere? I keep hoping one of these days you're gonna wake up and laugh, throw back your head and say, how weird was that? And we go on from this painful reverie. I don't have to be the sole keeper of our memories. We take a deep breath and go outdoors. I tell you about that woman with a face like yours. They say the last thing to go is your brain forgets how to swallow, and my aunt put a dollop of pudding on your tongue. Hours later, it was still there, and I knew you were done. And the machine played that steady tone, and I felt relieved, and I felt alone. But what did I even lose? Was it my mom or some woman still wearing her shoes? Are you out there somewhere? Are your legs finally running free of that wheelchair? Are you climbing up our old wooden stairs? Are you watching? Are you hearing this song? Are you still that woman? Are you my mom? Do you dance to Glenn Miller and drink martinis when you want to check in? Do you still get to see me? You said when the going gets tough, the best medicine is pure love, and I gave it my all. So did you, of course, even as that woman with a face like yours. Thanks for having me on this virtual BOT. And if you want to see a video of me playing that song with the full band, JJ Jones was a big inspiration for that song, and her drumming on that track is really out of this world. So that's on my Shanna and Address YouTube page, and it's called A Face Like Yours. But anyway, Alan, thank you so much for having me, and let's be friends, everyone who's watching.
Well, my first song is it's what I call the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth of my childhood, growing up in Louisiana in the 1950s. It's intended to be both a confession and possibly an apology, if you can apologize for that. It's called DeSoto Parish Nights. It goes like this. Daddy was a Texan. My mama was an Okie. And I was born in Louisiana the year Hank Williams died. And I was raised on shape notes singing every time the doors were open. June bugs buzzing all around our heads down at the Church of Christ. Daddy had a paper route. He threw the Shreveport Times, Longstreet, Logansport, and Keachai long before daylight. And on Sundays, Mom went with him, papers flying out both windows. We'd be sleeping in the back seat on DeSoto Parish Nights. DeSoto Parish Nights, evening news, black and white. Say your prayers, then close your eyes. DeSoto Parish Nights. And I'd lie there in the darkness while the crickets whistled Dixie and a far-off train was moaning beneath a crescent August moon. There in our little rent house in Mansfield, Louisiana, I'd be dreaming of a bigger world from inside my tiny room. You know, our life was plain and simple, like a fried bologna sandwich, and we had those pretty often when the paper route slowed down. No, we never did go hungry, but we did do some complaining. But even poor white folks were better off than the other side of town. DeSoto Parish Nights, evening news, black and white. Say your prayers, then close your eyes. DeSoto Parish Nights. But then one Sunday evening, a black couple came from Shreveport, and they sat down on the back pew as communion trays were passed around. They're only here to stir up trouble. Well, that's what that preacher told us, and two deacons headed for the back and quickly showed them out. So I hang my head when I remember those whites only signs on restrooms and how casually we use that word as if we had the right. And sometimes on summer evenings where you could smell the crosses burning, deepening the darkness of DeSoto Parish Nights. DeSoto Parish Nights. The evening news was black and white. We said our prayers and closed our eyes. DeSoto Parish Nights. DeSoto Parish Nights. Daddy was a Texan. Mama was an Okie. And I was born in Louisiana the year Hank Williams died. Thank you. Well, this next song I originally wrote for two dear friends whose wedding I played at, and then 10 years later I was a witness to its demise. Other people seem to have taken other meanings from this song, but that was the original one. Take what you will. And thanks again. This song is called Good Night, Good Luck, Goodbye. It was a good run. There was some good times, a few good years, for what it's worth. Now she's had a good cry, but all her tears have dried. Good night, good luck, goodbye. And he was a good man, and that was a good thing. Sometimes good isn't good enough. He had no good reply, just a nod and sigh to good night, good luck, goodbye. Raised a glass to good memories, then she locked the door behind him. Turn out the light, 'cause she knows the hard truth is better than a good lie. Good night, good luck, goodbye. Raised a glass to good memories, then she locked the door behind him. Turn out the light, 'cause she knows the hard truth is better than a good lie. Good night, good luck, good night, good luck. Good night, good luck, goodbye. Thanks again, and I hope to see you guys all in person next year. Stay safe and well. Bye.
As you lie sleeping, I will not stop. Headlights on the blacktop in the wee hours of my thing. Driving. When we first met, how I must have seemed a young man in a boy's dream. No information, just desire, higher. It's a lonely romance, it's a desperate urge to put something beautiful in this world. There are moments in a night's success where something rises from the emptiness and stirs the brave hopes of a young desire, higher, hey, whoa, hey, whoa. As you lie sleeping, I will not stop. In the wee
have shown me the equal and opposite force. I found girls who wanna save lost boys. They know that longest road is never done alone. They give them away back home. It's a lonely romance, it's a desperate urge to put something beautiful in this world. As you lie sleeping through the misting rain, high beams in the fast lane, in the wee hours of our thing, driving, in the wee hours of our thing, driving.
This song is for my daughter Tema, who recently graduated from Boston University. The song is fairly self-explanatory. I will just ask you to note that I'm wearing my pineapple shirt, pineapples being a sign of good luck. So they offered you a job in California, where the money's good and you get to change the world. Ever since the day that you were born, you have always been my little darling girl. The buttons on my chest are bursting open. I am so proud of you that you will never know. For such a bold, bright future I am hoping. But I'm your father, and I say you cannot go. Google Maps says that it's 46 long hours, and that's without a stop to pee or spend the night. With the time zone change, it's 49. It's really not about the time, but something about the distance isn't right. I want you to be free, don't you worry about me. I don't need to keep you here, I will be fine. And I really love the part where you are following your heart. But I'm your father, and I need to draw the line. I'm gonna draw it, I read about Pennsylvania. Maybe as far south as Maryland. I don't think I ever told you, but I don't have that many heroes in this world. My dad and mom, my brother Tom, an old boss I used to work with, and you, my little baby girl. So California, better get your act together. Though there's no state that's good enough for you, just by being there, you will make it better. That's the kind of thing you always do. The buttons on my chest are bursting open. I am so proud of you that you will never know. For such a bold, bright future I am hoping. But I'm your father, and I say you cannot go. I'm your father, then I say you cannot go. I'm your father, and I hate to see you go. Bon voyage.
Oh man, that was beautiful. Speaking of heroes, our next performer was my hero when I was in high school. He was like my personal John Lennon. He went on from there to play with Roddy Morgenstern from the Dixie Dregs. He became the band leader for Vicky Sue Robinson. Played with the Brecker Brothers for a while. Sat on stage with Miles Davis a bunch. And he's just an incredible musician. Never really did much with folk world. I keep trying to bring him in. But I just love this guy. I hope you will too. His name is Danny Pickering. And the guitar player is his friend Beledo.
drew me a picture on the back of a placemat. You were just 4 years old. It was just you and me. You gave me a funny face, and I still keep it safe, tucked away like gold. You drew me a picture. It was your mom and me. We were dancing at a fancy ball. The whole world was watching as we twirled in the spotlight, and I see it every night, hanging on the wall. Every picture tells a story of morning glories and falling leaves. I always thought that I was failing, but you were painting a masterpiece. You drew me a picture. I had a long gray beard. I was sitting by a stream playing guitar. The sky was on fire, and with the autumn choirs, I was singing to the symphony of stars. Every picture tells a story of morning glories and falling leaves. I always thought that I was failing, but you were painting a masterpiece. You drew me a picture of a place I have dreamed of, only it was just out of reach. You drew me a picture, child, but I never realized that you were my masterpiece.
So here's a brand new song called Little Things, and this is my first ever attempt at Travis picking on the guitar. So if I totally F it up, just bear with me. I remember Easter in the 5th grade, 'cause the bunny left a training bra in my Easter basket. monumental victory, considering my mother kept insisting I was much too young to have it. Underneath my Easter dress, I made sure the straps were sticking out enough for everyone to see. I marched into Sunday school, showing off the woman that I hoped was growing deep inside of me. The little things, the little things, the little things, so small. The little things are the big things after all. I was Jimmy Carter in the 7th grade election, quite reluctantly. My history teacher forced me. Gerald Ford turned out to be the girl who had the biggest boobs and all the boys, so no one voted for me. Bit my lip through science class, pretended not to cry until my teacher whispered, "I believe in you." I can still recite the definition of osmosis. That's what kindness and a little faith will do. The little things, the little things, the little things, so small. The little things are the big things after twists and turns, crash and burns. Sometimes we need reminders when we fall. The little things are the big things after all. I remember packing all those boxes with 2 little girls, scared and wondering who would ever love me. Till the night on Chapel Hill, in front of God and everyone, you sang a song and you got down on one knee. But you didn't stop with me. The next day at the jewelry store, you came home with 2 little bitty rings. Got down on your knee again and promised that you'd be their friend, because you know it's all the little things. The little things, the little things, the little things, so small. The little things are the big things after all.
You guys sound great out there, man. Thanks for playing that TPR song. That was so great.
Michael plays with the shirt.
I want to hear Ellis do that song.
Sometimes mommy asks questions, sometimes mommy says
yes.
A big rewrite.
Go ask your mother. I am asking my mother.
It could happen.
Just
made you blush, hey, without.
Would I begin to one day have lived in the days of the wild old west? It's a chance to redeem the childhood dream, the one that every boy knew the best. Well, I could have been an outlaw, on the run, a man who spoke his mind with the trigger of a gun. From town to town with reputation never far behind, where life would turn to death in a day or any time. Would I give to one day have lived in the days of the wild old west? It's a chance to redeem a childhood dream, the one that every boy knew the best. Well, I might have been a family man, and we'd lived our family land, 2 sons and a daughter and a wife to hold my hand. A piece of sky in North Montana, 40 miles from town. And every night I thank the Lord when I lay my children down. I lay them down. E flat. Maybe I would have played the piano in a honky-tonk saloon. A little whiskey on my breath, a little out of tune. At closing time I'd settle up just as they dim the light and spend it on a game of cards or a woman for the night. Would I give to one day have lived in the days of the wild old west? It's a chance to redeem a childhood dream, where a boy was not a man until the test.
He also has a mailing list, he has recordings, he's out and about doing his thing, and you need to hear more of him because I love him.
Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Sigamos adelante. siempre adelante, siempre adelante, sin volver atrás, sin volver atrás. Gonna keep on loving boldly, keep on loving boldly, keep on loving boldly, never turning back, never turning back. Amaremos con pasión, siempre con pasión, siempre con pasión, sin volver atrás, sin volver atrás. Gonna reach across our border, reach across our border, reach across our border, never turning back, never turning back. Vivamos sin fronteras, siempre sin fronteras, siempre sin fronteras, sin volver atrás, sin volver atrás. Gonna reunite the family, reunite the family, reunite the family, never turning back, never turning back. Familias reunidas, siempre reunidas, siempre reunidas, sin volver atrás, sin volver atrás. Gonna keep on moving forward, keep on moving forward, keep on moving forward, never turning back, 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 never turning back.
Peace.
We love you.
Hi, my name's Charlie Mosbrook. I want to thank Alan for...
Oops. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming, for being here. Sally and I really appreciate it. I couldn't have done it without her. She's wonderful. I want to thank the other people who always help out with the tarp. Andrew Dunn, Sandy Riley, Jeff Miller, Bob Drake. There's a lot of people. My friend Walter Munson, who passed away, he helped us out down there. And it's not like being there. You know, this is great, but I'd rather be hugging y'all. But we'll be together again soon. And thanks for participating. Thanks for sharing. Spread the music around. I really want this year to be an opportunity to reach out to people who've never been to the festival, never been to the BOT, for them to understand that we're here for them, that this is a place where they can be loved and experience music. So we got to make lemonade, right? Get this music out there, get it shared, and bring your friends, bring your family, bring your coworkers, bring the people you can't stand next year. All right. Love you lots. Bye-bye. Oh, tomorrow, 4:40 Zoom meeting info on my Big Orange Tarp page.